Hello student, this video is related to the class 7 English literature chapter 3, and in this lecture I will define you questions answer of this chapter. About the passage, our first question is read to understand. There we can find out few words that you are seeing in a column A and how it is connect with it and which types of things are connect with such words. That's all will we can see in a column B. As a is have a word wind. Wind will connect with the fifth one. What's the meaning of it? Wind. The trees move back and forth. When the wind moves, the trees moves back and forth. We have a word hail. Hail will connect with the fourth answer of the column B. Hail will connect with the lawn takes on a whitish appearance. Hail is quite a one types of white stones. That's why it is just be British appears. Whitish appearance. The lawn takes on a whitish appearance. The next word is haze. Haze is connect with the first one. The mountains vanish from view. Haze means is a one types of dhund, or we can say another word for it, that is the some cold or some smoky environment where all things will vanish. The same condition we can be connect with the same word, the mountains vanish from view. D have an answer. Sunset have an answer. Second, the snowy range is lit up by a fiery orange glow. As we can see, when the sun's going to be set, then the environment just convert in a color of orange. That's all we can see in the condition of sunset. E have a word nightfall. When the nights will come, then sky will covered with the stars. As the same have an answer of it. Third, the dark sky is lit up by the stars. Now just see the questions answers. B second answers these questions have a questions is, why were there no puddles or muddy patches despite the heavy rainfalls? Even I explain you at the time of explanation of the chapter, but you just see the answer of this. The soil being rocky and sandy, either dried or the water made it way downhill. What can be happened? The soil being rocky and sandy, either dried or the water made it way downhill. Means is water automatically just we made its own way to move towards the downhill. So there were no puddles or muddy patches despite the heavy rainfall. May you understand it? Now just see the question number B. What led to the drastic change that the writer talks about? It's have an answer 1. The breaking up of the haze. C have a question. Which side left the writer transfixed in awe? Which side left the writer transfixed in awe? Or surprised, or in a condition where have some doubts and all. That is the condition is known as the awful. That's the same he wanna ask. Which side left the writer transfixed in awe? We can see the answer of this question in the last paragraph of the chapter, and how we will write the answer of it. When the writer looked up, he stood transfixed in awe, looking at the star-sprinkled dark dome above. It's a simple one. When she saw some stars sprinkled above from the dome, on that condition just be looked very meaningful and magical, and that's why she stood. Here we will write she, not the he. She stood transfixed in awe. Now just see the question number 3. Answer these questions with reference to the context. A. Have a statement: the dull light on the frosted glass of the door heralded a new day. This is the first line of the chapter. May you understand well it. Now just see the question's answer of it. First question is, why was the light on the frosted glass of the door dull? It's have a very simple answer of it. The dark clouds outside presented the picture of an overcast sky, and that's only the reason of the dull light on the frosted glass of the door. Why the light was dull? Due to dark clouds outside presented. That's only the reason behind of it. Second question is, besides the arrival of a new day, what else did the dull light indicate? What's this indicate? It's also have an answer in the same paragraph, the first one of the book. And how you will write the answer? A gust of wind, a clap of thunder, with unleashed the rains, which came with full ferocity, were indicating that the monsoon had arrived in Ranikhet. What's the answer is? Basically, what's the meaning of the dull night indicate, or what's dull night indicate? It's indicate monsoon had arrived. Monsoon had arrived in Ranikhet. Now just see the question number 3. How did the writer find out why the light was dull? How did the writer find out why the light was dull? Have a simple answer. The dark clouds peak outside presented the reason of dull light. What's the presenting? The dark clouds peak outside presented the reasons of dull light. Peak means some doing, hiding, comes again hide, comes again hide. That's a condition of the dark clouds outside presented the reason of dull light. Now it's have a B statement. We hurried home to find there was a power cut. After a cup of steaming coffee in candlelight, we stepped out of the bungalow to check the power situation, and what a magnificent sight awaited us. This statement have a first question is, who are we in these sentences? Who are we in these sentences? The writer, Rudrani Ghosh, and her family are we in these sentences. The family members are not clarified. That's why I indicate here her family. The next question is, why had they hurried home? Why had they hurried home? The night gradually let down, and how you will write the answer of it? The night gradually let down, and also there was a power cut. That's why they had hurried home. The night gradually let down, and also there was a power cut, and that's only the reason, so they had hurried home. Now just see the question number 3. Describe the magnificent sight referred to here. What's the meaning of the magnificent sight? the same side what they saw at the tomb. How you will write the answer? It was darkest night. Crackles made one jump, and a dark dome had star sprinkled. So this side where they can see a million brilliantly lit stars become the magnificent sight. What's the become a magnificent sight? Star sprinkled. What's they saw on the dome, at the dome, as the star in a millions brightly lit stars. Whatever they saw over there, that's all just we indicate to the magnificent sight. May you understand it? Now just see the read to infer. Have a first question. The writer willed many contrasts through the passage. Mention 3 such contrasts presented in the passage. These hints will help you. First, have a question. What happened during the rain? What happened once it stopped? How you will write the answer of it? During the rain, the water was gushing and gurgling down the slab. The trees were swaying. The leaves were dancing and wind was roaring. And when the rain stopped, there was neither a puddle nor a muddy path. The sky had cleared. The whole mountain range was in view. That's only the answer you will write for the question number 1, and that's all we saw in the book at the time of reading the chapter also. What's the second one? Question. What did the haze do to the surrounding? What happened when it lifted? Due to haze, the distant mountains had the winding pathway at the foot of the hillock was not visible. When the haze disappeared, the whole mountain's range was in view. May you understand it? Now just see the question number 3. What happened to the surrounding at night? What did the writer see in the sky? Have a simple answer. It was the darkest of the dark night. It was pitch black, but the sky was bright with a million brightly lit stars. What was the sight over there in the night? A millions brightly lit stars was there. Now just see the question number 2. For what does the writer express gratitude at the end of the passage? Have a simple answer. The writer expressed gratitude at the end of the passage for the scenic beauty of Ranikhet. Or what she was spanning for the scenic beauty of Ranikhet. Now just see the question number 3. Personification is the literary technique of attributing human qualities to non-living things. Take the option which use this technique. Personification, it's a one type of figure of speech, and what it's shown the literary technique of attributing human qualities to non-living things. Okay, now just see, take the option which use this technique. Means where is the personification, you will write yes for it, or you will use tick for it, and for the next one you will write no. It's have a first statement. A leaves dancing in mid. Yes, it's have a personification. A million brightly lit stars. No, it's not have a personification. C. Night gradually let down her curtain. Yes, again it's again have a personification. D. Winding pathway at the foot of our hill rock. No, here is not the personification. Lady Clow curing our face, neck and head. Again it's have a personification. May you understand well? Discuss, that's will done by yourself. Just think about it and try to complete it yourself. Thank you.